Hey, everybody. Welcome. Good to see everybody. The few that are here, thank you guys so much for being in here. It means a lot to me. Like I said in it for the past couple of days, we might be small, but we're still mighty, guys. So thank you guys so much for being in here. It really means a lot to me. I only got a few people to say hello to, but that's okay. Hey, Rift, how you doing, brother? It's good to see you. Hello, Nikolai. Good to see you. I hope y'all are both doing all okay. Hello, hippie grandma. Good to see you, love. I hope you're doing good, honey. Thank you. Thank you guys so much. It kind of sucks, but what can you do? You just try to be positive, guys. You try to be positive. Tonight we are going to talk about being true to yourself. Like how is it important to be true to yourself? How important is this to mental health and well-being? I think it's very important to be true to yourself, be a true person, be a real person, be a legit person, be a person of your word. That's kind of what we're going to learn about tonight and have the awareness about tonight. So thank you guys so much for being in here. Make sure you guys hit that like if y'all haven't done so already. All right. So let me pull up my information. All right. It's the importance of being true to yourself. So, being true to yourself is a lifelong practice that requires commitment and recommitment, moment to moment, as you grow and evolve. The answer is what the answer to what is true for you always exists at the core of who you are. If you give yourself the space and time to listen, when you are being true to yourself, you're completely honest with what you feel, deeply value, and desire. It also means communicating your feelings wholeheartedly, both with yourself and others, allowing your truth to flow through you and into the world. To know your truth fully and express it authentic, authentically, Lord. You first need to cultivate a deep and trusting relationship with yourself. Ultimately, this begins with awareness of your thoughts, as well as awareness of your whole body experience and how you interact with the world each day. You can expand your awareness and strengthen the connection with yourself through introspective practices such as meditation, yoga, and journal writing. These practices help you become more present and establish reference points to identify when you are or are not living in alignment with the deeper aspect of yourself. The more you practice, the easier it becomes to self correct when you're out of alignment. Hey, Beachy, good to see you, honey. Hope you're doing well. Understanding when you're in alignment or out of alignment may often be based on an intuitive feeling rather than a thought. Feelings of openness, expansion, inner joy, and freedom are good signs that you are on the right path. Conversely, if you are not being true to yourself, it may show up through feelings of contradiction or contraction and tension, unease, disconnection, resignation, emptiness, discontentment, or lack of fulfillment. Hey, Wild Angel, good to see you, honey. Hope you're doing well. Hey, Criminal Meg, good to see you, honey. Hope you're doing well. Hey, Rocket Queen, good to see you, darling. I hope you're doing good, honey. I know you're always at work. That's what I said. We don't have many numbers in here, but we might be small, but we're still mighty, guys. So we just do the best we can. By learning to pay attention to your deeper senses and feelings, and by cultivating greater awareness in your life, you can establish a strong connection to yourself and feel confident in knowing what is deeply true for you. But what is true also yearns to be expressed. So it is up to each of us to be courageous in bringing forth our own truth, expressing it fully and authentically. Lord have mercy, I can't even talk. In the world. It's doing a little bit better. It's still burning, but it is doing a little bit better. I did the cold compress and I found some kind of eye drop, like saline eye drops or whatever. So hopefully it gets better. That's the first page, guys. Hey, Sharon, good to see you, honey. Hope you're doing well. It says how to stay true to yourself. 8 signs you are being true to yourself. This is a blog about this gentleman that wrote it. So it kind of talks about him for a few minutes, but it kind of I like it because I like to get people's blogs and stories because it kind of sees their point of view, and it sees kind of like, you're just sitting there thinking like, wow, like I actually go through what this person goes through, or I go through what this person thinks or whatever, so I like to pull up those kind of stories as well. It says how to stay true to yourself. 8 signs you are being true to yourself. When I was growing up, I was a people pleaser, always looking for approvals. A person paralyzed with the decision of to be or not to be. A man who wanted to be formidable. I had no idea of what I needed, yet I wanted to be remarkable. But how could I be remarkable when I didn't even know myself? And here I am. I decoded it all and made a lot of advancements by being true to myself. Read on to know how I found out the truth that set me free and how you can find yours. Let's see. Says we dwell in a society that steadily tells us how to behave, what to do, and what to become. Sorry about that. We often succumb to the pressure and start living a life full of lies. We pursue a career that our family wants us to choose, marry because everyone else around us is marrying, and having babies as our parents want us to be grandparents. Or want to become grandparents, I'm sorry. From a young age, we are fine-tuned to become good kids who fall in the league and avoid undesirable behaviors, to say yes to things, abide by others' wishes, stop crying over or lower their voice when told to do so. We grow up with these expectations and become so attuned to pleasing others that we often forget who we actually are. So let me ask you if you are happy living your life this way. And most importantly, are you being true to yourself? Most of us do not get a chance to follow our dreams, explore beyond what is posed of us, and chase our curiosity. I never knew my real thoughts and my feelings as I was too consumed with the herd mentality. I wanted to be a perfect kid who excelled in academics with straight A's, A plus grades, become an engineer and do an MBA from tier one college, only to realize that I wanted something else 10 years later. I was blinded by what people were doing and what society expected me to do. In other words, I was trying to please everyone around me except the most important person in the world, which is myself. I was busy stuffing my mind with fear, following in line, and eventually aestheticizing my emotions. It made me remain aloof from being self aware and my true strengths. I am sure many of you would relate to what I just above. I think it's saying what I just maybe said above in some way or another. And most of you did not realize this was happening until you figured out that something is limiting your potential and leaving you with little room to think freely. And to make things worse, we often find ourselves seeking comparisons in terms of our accomplishments and success. And most of the things we compare with others are things we do not really care about. And we learn that it is more important to be successful than to feel fulfilled and satisfied within. Hey, Rebelicious, good to see you, honey. Hope you're doing well, darling. It was my experience while growing up, a people pleaser, always looking for approvals, a person paralyzed with the decision of to be or not to be, and a man who wanted to be formidable. and it meant that I had no idea of what I needed, but I wanted to be remarkable. And how could I be remarkable when I did not even know myself? So I would suggest you think if you are being true to yourself and find the real answer if you want real success in life. 6 signs you are being true to yourself. You speak your mind freely, you know when to say no. You trust your intuitions and choose what's best for you. You focus on your values than on your wants, on what the society wants. You know when it's time to let go. You're not afraid of what people think of you. I have personally made a lot of advancements over the years by staying true to myself, and so can you by being true to yourself. Yes, I have made a few choices consciously to please people, and sometimes without even realizing it, but I decoded it all. I went deep into contemplation, reflection, and confrontation. And here I am, a person with strong opinions who follows his dreams, lives his life on his own terms and conditions, takes care of himself first, and listens to his mind and heart. I do not let anyone dictate my choices, pull my own strings, and do what feels right for me. I have learned to say no, and I value authenticity and sovereignty. Some of these words I can't pronounce, guys, so I try. Over approvals and compliance. Hello, Shani B. Good to see you, honey. Hope you're doing well, darling. I hope your daddy is feeling good and healing good. So good to see you. Hello, Nana Butterfly. Good to see you, darling. I hope you're doing well, sweetheart. All right. It says, but how I peeled away the layers of worries, anxiety, and fear by being true to my feelings and doing things that felt right. However, this journey was not easy. You will need a lot of courage, determination, and contemplation to tide past it. The layers of anxiety and fear sometimes are hidden and hard to detect. We do not even realize that such a layer exists, and therefore it starts with detection. Sometimes we do not even realize that we are exhibiting such behavior. It becomes our habit to please others and become a part of our natural expression. We become so comfortable with the idea of being in good books that we overlook our real emotions. And this, to me, is an injustice committed by ourselves against ourselves. And all we know is that if something is not right, and we are not sure what is wrong and how we can fix it. And it takes a lot of courage, emotional turmoil, and, and patience to realize that you are not being true to yourself. It is depressing and painful to know that you are living a lie. So, how to stay true to yourself and how to be true to yourself. Why is it important to be yourself? The importance of being true to yourself. Being true to yourself opens new doors for you, like those of happiness, peace, and truth. When you stay true to yourself, you prioritize yourself over other distracting people or thoughts, and it clears out your mind, pulls you out of the state of being dishonest to yourself, and makes your life more relevant. When you stay true to yourself, you create a happy and safe place to dwell in and peel off the layers of pretense, lies, and fears. While lies only weigh you down, living an honest and meaningful life will only bring immense happiness and joy. And when you let off the things that are no more meaningful or relevant in your life, you're being true to yourself. So it is important to be true to yourself because of the following reasons. Make sure you guys hit that like button when y'all come in. Thank you guys so much for being in here. This is the reason. It helps you understand who you are and what makes you happy and more fulfilled as a person. It helps you be more effective as an individual. It helps you to forge long lasting and meaningful relationships. It helps you to be more aware of your emotions, strengths, and weaknesses. It helps you to peel away the layers of fear and worry. It helps you to become successful in all your endeavors in life. It helps you navigate through your life more effectively. It helps you become the master of your own destiny and pull your own strings. It helps you to connect with your lost self. It helps you to face your fears and heal your wounded inner child. It helps you to love yourself. How to stay true to yourself or how to be true to yourself. The first thing to stay true to yourself is to confront and challenge yourself. There are a few things you should confront first. Ask yourself if you are hiding your true feelings and wishes, saying what other people want to hear, and doing things you do not want to do just because you're supposed to do so. If your answer is yes, then you are not staying true to yourself. Also, ask yourself if these are the things you want to do. If you feel off and are not happy with the way things are in your life, it means it's time to challenge the status quo and be true to yourself. 8 signs you're being true to yourself, the art of being true to yourself. Number one, you're being honest with yourself. If you are honest with yourself and are clear about what you think, how you feel, and what you want and need, it means you're being true to yourself. And how can you do that? You need to make yourself a priority. Create a space within your life to reconnect with yourself by the way of meditation, jotting down your feeling in a diary, journaling, or spending time alone, which is me time. It will prepare you to understand your true self, make you self-aware, and confront the hard choices. Hey Evie, good to see you, honey. Hope you're doing well. You will be more clear on whether or not to leave a relationship that is pulling you back, and face your fears. When you are being true to yourself, the answers to various questions come naturally, and these questions could be: why am I into this? Why am I getting out of this? And what is my best interest? Hello, Dee. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well, honey. Number two, you are speaking your mind freely. One of the most potent signs that indicate that you're being true to yourself is that you speak your mind freely, express your thoughts, and speak up when needed. There are times that you are afraid of being judged or lured to lie to keep up the peace, but you push yourself to keep your point. You know that your feelings are legitimate, and putting your thoughts forward is the key to the right decision. Number three, you have learned to say no when you do not want to say yes. It is true that when start prioritizing yourself to keep yourself mentally, physically, and emotionally fit, you learn to say no. And when you say no to other people because you want to attend to more important things, it shows you are being true to yourself. Yes, putting yourself before others when needed is not selfish, but is an act of being true to yourself. Also, you know when to say yes and when to say no without feeling guilty. You sacrifice a few things to help people, but you know when to sacrifice and compromise and when not to. You recognize that no one else will live your life for you, and whatever decisions you make, no one else will deal with the consequences of your choice, but only you. Number four, you are okay when some people do not like you. It is hard to say. It is hard to say no, Nikolai. Definitely is. Everyone likes to be loved and valued by everyone because it feels safe to be validated and correct. But it is also true that the truth is sour, and being genuine invites a lot of opposition. And you know exactly that you are being genuine, and there's not and not there to please everyone. You favor being disliked for who you are, and rather than being liked for what you are not. Moreover, you have people who respect and support you and motivate you to continue being true to yourself. So if you are okay with some people like you and some do not, you are being true to yourself and staying true to your needs. Hey, Truth Seeker, good to see you, honey. Hope you're doing well. Number five, you focus on your own fundamental values than on what society wants. You have learned the script of what is sociably acceptable, like starting a family, having a top-notch corporate career, and buying a lavish apartment in NYC. But have you questioned if you are made for all of this or if something else gives you more happiness? Maybe it's a good option to follow in life, but how about the other path that aligns with your values and is more fulfilling? Hello, Sassy True Crime. Good to see you, love. I hope you're doing well. You're welcome, honey. You're welcome, sweetheart. Thank you so much for being in here. Oh, honey, that it was heart touching. Like it was humbling. So I want to thank you guys so much. Y'all was wonderful, ladies. It means so much to me. Thank you guys so much, honey. Truly, it truly does. It's so good to see you. And I hope you're doing well, darling. That's what it's all about. I hope there's justice for that beautiful baby girl soon. Thank you so much for being in here, darling. It says number 5, you focus on your own fundamental values than what society wants. You have learned the script of what's socially acceptable, like starting a family. Hold on 1 minute. I've already read that. My bad. Number 6, you trust your gut feelings and choose what is best for you. You're being true to yourself when you trust your intuition and gut feeling. You have an inner voice that tells you what's right for you and what's not. And you listen to it carefully. You have successfully reflected on your past and resolved your conflicts. And now you have learned to distinguish between what is in for you and what is not. You do what you feel is right for you and do not mind risking approvals from people. Thank you, honey. You're fine. I appreciate it. Thank you so much, honey. That truly means so much to me, darling. Sassy True Crime. It truly does, honey. Yes, it was a humbling experience. If you go back in my previous videos, I shared pictures. I didn't do no video or nothing, but I shared pictures of her vigil. And we just made it all about her. It was a couple weeks ago. And I think I did it a couple days after the vigil. So it was very heartwarming. And I thank you guys so much. Truly, I really do. So much love to you too, honey. So much love to you, darling. Thank you so much. It really means a lot to me. It says, you trust your gut feeling and choose what's best for you. You're being true to yourself when you trust your intuition and gut feeling. You have an inner voice that tells you what's right for you and what's not, and you listen to it carefully. You have successfully reflected on your past and resolved your conflicts. And now you have learned to distinguish between what it is in for you and what is not. You do what feels right for you and do not mind risking approvals from people. Hello, Miss PJ. Good to see you, honey. Hope you're doing well. Number 7, you are not afraid to change your mind. Everyone makes mistakes, and so can you. And one of the biggest signs of being true to yourself is that you know that you have made the wrong choice and want to change the course. You know that this is not right for you and that you won't take a new course, even if it means social embarrassment and inviting unnecessary judgment. Number 8, you know when it's time to let go. One of the hardest decisions in life is to let go of the past. And once you are strong enough to decipher your inner feelings and work on them, you become brave enough to move on and let go of what is not adding any value to your life. You know when a person's feeling or thing has run its course and you need to close the chapter. Yes, at times letting go also brings uncertainty and fear, but you choose to stay true to yourself and consciously work to bring positive change in your life. And this exactly indicates that you are being true to yourself. Signs you are being true to yourself. Ask yourself if you're leading a life that you've always wanted to live, or are you happy with your life? If your answer is yes, it means you are being true to yourself. Most human beings become unhappy with their life sooner or later when they are not true to themselves, as feelings of anxiety and stress seep in. So when you are not true to yourself, you will know. And if you are true to yourself, you will know. You will know. And there are a few signs that indicate that you're being true to yourself. Here they are, guys. You're brutally honest with yourself. You speak your mind freely. You know when to say no to others. You choose what is right, even if it means that some people do not like you. You focus on your values and what society wants. You trust your intuition and choose what's best for you. You own up to your mistakes and are not afraid to change your decision. You know when it's time to let go. You're welcome, Nikolai. I'm all about encouragement and motivation and mental health and well-being and just lifting everybody's spirits, trying to be the good in the world, trying to be the good in the world. There's so much evil in this world. We're just trying to be a little bit, just help some people along the way and just try to be as good person as we possibly can and be kind to one another. Being true to yourself meaning, or staying true to yourself meaning. Okay, so what is the actual meaning of being true to yourself or staying true to yourself? Staying true to yourself or being true to yourself means you know yourself, You know who you are and you accept who you are. It means you know your mind, strengths and weaknesses, constraints, and your purpose in life. You believe in yourself and your personal choices and live your life as you want. You pursue a life full of truth and are faithful to your own needs and wants. You are not a people pleaser and do not live a life defined by other standards or rules. Being true to yourself means that you are in total control and aware of your emotions, thoughts, and needs. Staying true to yourself means that you live your life with integrity and authenticity. It also means that you live a life defined by your values and beliefs. Being true to yourself also means that you are not afraid to speak your mind and do not fear judgments. So choose a happy life. Ask yourself what truth would set you free. I found mine, and hopefully you will eventually find yours. Hello, Erica Shell. Good to see you, honey. I don't know why. Probably because I'm not. I don't know. I'm not in the algorithm or whatever the heck it's called. I don't know. Hey, BM. Good to see you, honey. Hope you're doing well. Let's see. All right, guys. Come on, computer. All right. It says the importance of being yourself. It says from early in life, we might think we need to pretend it to be a certain way in order to be accepted. A lack of authenticity can make it hard to create fulfilling, intimate relationships. Therapist Emma Az- Azopardi offers 4 ways to be yourself. It says, be yourself. Everyone else is already taken. In a world where we are told that we can be anything we want to be, we cannot be anyone that we want to be. You can be a writer, artist, or an astronaut, but you have no choice but to be yourself. Maybe I should say this is only wise choice. You cannot pretend to be someone or something that you're not. Plenty of people try, but they ultimately fail. If you do succeed, you certainly won't be happy. I've come across fair few people making their way through life by pretending. Maybe it is easier to convince ourselves that we feel good about something or someone rather than admit that we do not. Contentment doesn't require action. So, by convincing ourselves that we are happy, even when we are not, we may be able to avoid making those difficult decisions. We don't have to tell our partner that we aren't in love with them anymore or that we aren't happy in our relationship. We don't have to swallow our pride and ask for help when we need it because, hey, everything is just fine. We can simply smile and keep pretending. Pretending everything is fine means not having to contend with all the fears and potential of disapproval from loved ones if we leave it behind. Pretending is costly because we may be giving away our peace of mind and happiness. And like I said, this is her blog. Therapist Emma Azopardi, if I'm saying her name wrong, if I'm saying her name correct. Hey, Tattoo Rebel. It says, why is it difficult to be ourselves? From the time we are young, we may not have been taught that we are not enough as we are. People would not accept us the way we are. They wanted us to think, look, and behave in different ways. It is a fundamental human desire for connection and social relationships because we are, at our core, relational beings. Many of us choose to compromise, afraid that we would otherwise be left alone, isolated, and helpless. So we have to find ways to convince those around us that we are worth their friendship and act in certain ways to please others. In other words, we have to pretend. We may have to learn to cover ourselves well with the veil of pretense. As adults, we may have a dozen masks to hand. Behind every mask lies a deep rooted fear, the fear to express yourself and reveal to others who you truly are. When we blend in and try to be what we think others want, our life doesn't feel very satisfactory because, well, it's not our life. It's based on a fake version of us. Do we really have to ask ourselves whether we're happy? The truth is, something inside us already knows the answer if we have to ask the question in the first place. When we're genuinely happy, we know. When we are not, we know that too. Exposing our true selves, fully embracing our deepest desires, and facing our fears requires a tremendous amount of courage. Many of us have been trying to please others for such a long time that we may have forgotten who we are and what is truly important to us. We have forgotten how to express ourselves, to be spontaneous, and to recognize what we truly enjoy doing. Hey, Tansy, good to see you, honey. Hope you're doing well. The importance of authenticity in relationships. In thinking about your own life, are your relationships genuine? Do you feel confident? Do you feel secure? Are you relaxed for a significant amount of people? The answer to all these questions is no. We may pretend because deep down we feel empty and lonely. We pretend because we don't feel enough as we are. If even you don't appreciate yourself, how can you expect others to appreciate you? When we pretend, our relationships become shallow and empty. There cannot be any sincere communications in relationships built around pretending. The pretender begins by conjuring up the desired feelings or style in an attempt to assuage insecurities. It is common to talk about how we sometimes manipulate others, but the person one most often manipulates is oneself. The trap that the pretender falls into is that they try too hard to control their experience, feelings, and even identify as our force. Instead of letting things happen in their own way, intimacy is lost. Imagine putting all the energy we use in pretending into cultivating ourselves and creating something better of our being. Imagine dropping our pretense to build honest and healthy relationships. So, how do we stop pretending? Hey, Mama Pia, good to see you, honey. Hope you're doing well, darling. Says don't imitate. Everyone is different, and so to copy another way of life simply means to suppress who you really are. Create your own path and enjoy walking it. Speak the truth. Be honest with yourself when those you come in contact. When we lie, we out ourselves in constant anxiety because each lie must be covered up by another lie, and so on and so forth. Being honest is the best way to be at peace with you and others. Find peace in being alone. It is better to be alone and confident in who you are than to be in the company of others by lying out of fear. Only once you have overridden the fear of being alone will you be able to let go of the need for social approval. This will allow you to build genuine relationships. Do what you love no matter what others expect from you. Try not to compromise your way of life. Whatever you enjoy doing, keep on doing it. Hello, Mary Jane. Good to see you, honey. Hope you're doing well, darling. Says the only way we can really connect to others on a meaningful level is to let them see who we are and to share our experience and what makes us tick. Not everyone will like it, and that's okay. It really is. We increase our self worth not by being what others want us to be, but by being our true selves. If this feels like a struggle at the moment, talking to a therapist can help in building confidence and rediscovering who you really are. Before I sign off, if there's one lesson I'd like to share from my experience, it's this. You do not need to have it together all the time. You do not need to be fixed because you're beautifully flawed. We all are. Emotions are neither good or bad. And in fact, most people actually appreciate and admire when we share them. Some of the more tender moments that I can remember in my life were when people told me how beautiful I was, not in spite of my feelings, but because of them. Go well. Hey, Mr. Michigan. Good to see you. Oh, man. Prayers, brother. I hope you feel better. Rebel had a really bad headache, too, tonight. Oh, my gosh, Miss PJ. Prayers. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh, honey. Praying for them. I hope he gets better and everything. I'm so sorry, darling. That's hard. See, there's so much evil in this world. It's every day, guys. If we could just make a difference in somebody's life and show the good in the world, that's what it's all about. Being kind to one another. It goes a long way. It really does. And this is the last one, guys. It says, um, the secret, this is not my secret, it's yours. Oh, bless his heart. I'm so sorry, Miss PJ. I'm so sorry, darling. Well, we'll pray, and send good vibes. Hopefully, I mean, miracles happen every day, but I'm hoping and praying that he makes it for them babies. You know, I'm so sorry, darling. It says how to always be authentic and stay true to yourself. This was dated November the 21st, 2022. Make sure you guys hit that like button when y'all come in. If y'all haven't subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. And thank you guys so much for being in here. It truly means so much to me. When was the last time you spoke out in defense of one of your most cherished beliefs? What did you feel when the words came out? Relief, pride, confusion? Maybe you found after saying the words, as you rehearsed them in your head, they didn't really sound like you. You had on to the part that was true and stifled your doubts about the rest. You want to be true to yourself, but what does that actually mean? And what will it cost? I know it is so sad. It's every day you hear something so sad, guys. It's heartbreaking. It really is. It's heartbreaking. Why is it important to stay true to yourself? The best be true to yourself meaning takes into account this value of self-knowledge. If you don't know the person you are at your core, how can you be true to that person? And if you're not true to yourself, you risk the following: unhappy or unhealthy relationships, burnout, depression, declining health and well-being, rapid aging, self-destructive behavior. What do you have to lose? This is not the life you want for yourself or for anyone you care about. So, what can you do? 11 ways to always be true to yourself. Taking the following steps can help you grow in self knowledge, be authentic, and stay true to yourself. And the more you make these a part of your life, the more you'll inspire others to do the same. Number one, take responsibility for your own happiness. You're fine, honey. Just prayers. You're fine. I'm glad that, I hate to hear it. It's heartbreaking, but I'm glad that you guys tell us so we can keep everybody. And I mean, I pray for everybody, but that way we can keep, everybody in our prayers and our thoughts, and hopefully send, good vibes his way for them babies' sakes, at least. It says you need the reassurance that they'll always be there and they'll never hurt you, at least not intentionally. They light you up inside. They challenge you to be better. They believe in you, and you do your best to return the favor, but the emotional high doesn't last, and repeated doses yield diminishing returns. You still want them near, but you start to realize their company isn't enough to make you truly happy. Thank you, Evie, honey. Real happiness of soul can't take root and thrive in something outside yourself. Be honest with yourself. Number two, ask yourself what you really want and what kind of person you really want to be. If the life you have right now is a far cry from the life you deeply want, take a hard look at why. Yes, please keep us updated, honey. Definitely. Yes, definitely, honey. What have you given up or suppressed because you felt you had to? Sorry, guys. Have you sacrificed your own dreams to meet someone else's expectations? If those expectations are worth meeting, is there a way to meet them while honoring your true self and meeting your own legitimate needs? And if they're not worth meeting, what can you do to free yourself from them? Number three, let your heart speak, not just your head. Self-knowledge will help you understand where you want to go and what you need to do to get there. Your head is critically important to this process, but so is your heart. Through your heart, you connect with your soul. As long as you remain disconnected from your soul, you'll never connect with your deeper self and be true to yourself. You might think you're doing what you have in order to meet the expectations that generate your income. You're making a living and supporting those you care about. But if you can't listen to your own heart, you can't hear theirs either. Number four, remove negative influences. That's what I always say. Just stay as positive as you can, guys. Distance yourself from those who refuse to see your value, who only sees what they criticize or condemned. Sometimes these relationships can improve through communication and mutual desire for self-improvement. Other times, not so much. Don't blame yourself if you've done your part and they refuse to either forgive you or regard you with anything but contempt. They may yet decide to forgive you and see the good in you. Until then, do what you need to do to shield your mind and heart from their negative attacks. Compassion doesn't require you to be anyone's doormat or emotional sponge. Number 5, spend time alone with yourself. Stop avoiding yourself. Stop avoiding yourself and make time and space for introspection. You need this in order to listen to your heart and make sense of what you're feeling. Talk to yourself or write yourself a letter. Allow yourself to put what you're feeling into words. Only then you can begin to sort out what you're going through and why. Whatever others can do to help you with this, you are uniquely equipped to identify your own personal values and apply them to the words and actions. But without a long time, the inner voice that helps with this is just background noise. Number 6, stop trying to be what others expect you to be. Don't act. Just be yourself. Just be yourself and let people see the true you. And if people don't like the true you, then that's their loss. And it's not your loss because you're being you. It's their loss because of the way they're acting, not you. It says you don't have to be what other people consider likable. If that definition doesn't fit the person you want to be, you're under no obligation to be anyone's mini-me. Your value doesn't depend on someone else describing you as hardworking or fun to be around. Work as hard as you need to, regardless of what other people think, and make room for things you enjoy. Respect your need for self-care and for privacy. No one has a right to know everything about you. You're responsible for the choices you make, so create your own expectations and take action to meet them. You don't need anyone else's approval. Number 7, choose authenticity over popularity. You'll meet plenty of people who have their own ideas of what it means to be cool, and most of these ideas aren't worth the breath it costs to put them into words. You instinctively know that if you do something harmful to gain other people's approval, you'll feel less like yourself. You have something in common with war criminals who defend their actions by saying they were just following orders. Deep down, you know that you owe it to yourself and to the people you love to be authentic and true to your highest self. And that doesn't need to be cool by anyone else's standards. Number 8, learn how and when to say no. Let me get a sip of drink, guys. I've done a lot of reading. I'm sorry, Nikolai. It sucks. I know. Yes. Nikolai, you'll have to go back in my stream. It's about a month ago or something, and it's called "Are You a Sensitive Person?" It's like an empath, but it's stronger, and you listen. I mean, you can feel everybody's emotions stronger than an empath. I'm an empath, but I think I'm more of a highly sensitive person. So if you have time, Nikolai, or anybody that hasn't seen it, go over. It was probably about a month ago, give or take, but it says highly sensitive person on it, and you can go back and watch it. And because I figured out that's what I am, it's like more than an empath. It says learn how and when to say no. If a yes to someone else means a no to yourself or to a previous commitment, take a hard look at where that will lead you. Yes. What will a yes involve and require of you? What will a no make room for? Or what will it cost? Sometimes it will seem at first glance that saying no will cost you more than saying yes. And sometimes the right answer is somewhere between a yes or a no. Like a not now, or let me check and get back to you. Exactly, Miss PJ. Exactly. Give them a chance. I mean, miracles happen all the time. Don't take them off the machine too soon. Give them a chance to kind of, semi heal in a way. I mean, that's just, I mean, I don't, that's just my opinion. Sometimes if you take them off too soon and they're still kind of, over traumatic, you know what I mean? Like in the trauma zone, then bad things could happen if by chance they stay on it just a little bit longer and give themselves kind of time to rest and, heal a little bit, sometimes the miracles happen. You know, sometimes it happens. It says sometimes it will seem at first glance that saying no will cost you more than saying yes. And sometimes the right answer is somewhere between a yes or a no, like a not now or let me check and get back to you. If the best answer isn't what the other person wants to hear, you don't have to disregard what you know to be true in order to please them. Oh, prayers, honey. I'm so sorry. Number 9, connect with your inner voice. Make time for daily meditation to connect with your inner voice and become more aware of what you're feeling. Take dictation by writing down the insights that come and take time to reflect on them. Your inner voice is that of your higher self, the part of you that seeks your highest good. And that good won't conflict with the highest good of others. No one knows karma better than your inner voice. It remains connected to the larger story of your entire existence, as well as every role you play. The more you connect with it, the more you can know and be your true self. Number 10, forgive yourself and others. If you can't forgive yourself for your mistakes, you'll find it more difficult to forgive others. And any lack of forgiveness makes it impossible to grow into the person you want to be. Any grudge you hold is cement around your ankles. It keeps you stuck in the past while others keep stepping forward. Well, I hope so, honey. I mean, it's give him a chance, at least for his babies, It'll give him a chance. Forgiveness is the strongest magic there is. Without it, being your true self remains locked away. And only you can give yourself this gift. You're the only one who can choose to forgive those who hurt you or to stop punishing yourself for the mistakes you made. Number 11, step outside your comfort zone. Your life doesn't have to look like that of your parents or conform to anyone's idea of what you should do with your life, even if they know and appreciate your strengths. You're the one that has to live your life, and you're the one responsible for your own choices. But you can explore your highest potential without taking risk. And one of those risks might be angering those who expected you to choose differently. Others' risks might involve losing what you built up to that point or disrupting a relationship you've come to depend on, whether or not it's good for you. Knowing and honoring your true self is worth the risk, and uncertainty is not your enemy. 11 ways to be your true self. Number 1, be responsible for your happiness. Number 2, be honest with yourself. Number 3, let your heart speak, not just your head. Number 4, remove negative influences. Number 5, spend alone time with yourself. Number 6, stop trying to be what others want. Number 7, choose authenticity over popularity. Number 8, learn how and when to say no. Number 9, connect with your inner voice. Number 10, forgive yourself and others. Number 11, step outside your comfort zone. Can you be true to yourself? Now that you know how to be true to yourself, what will you do differently in the days ahead? You know how great it feels to stand up for yourself. Other people and their opinions lose power over you. You stand proud even if you stand alone. And you're not proud of the person you think you have to be for others. You're proud of your true and authentic self. You're proud of what you've done as your true self and of what you can do. Being authentic frees you from the chains of other people's perceptions of you. You don't owe one thing to other people's opinions. They no longer matter. May you stay true to yourself with everything you say and do today. How to be authentic and true to yourself. This is not my secret, it is yours. And there we go, guys. And hopefully that information I come across was able to help y'all better kind of figure out how to stay true to yourself. And if you're not being true to yourself, it's tonight, or it's a good time to go ahead and start. It's always good to start. And I know it's very hard to be true to yourself, as in self-respect type stuff, because you're your self's worst critic. So it's very hard but you have to be true to yourself and show people the true you, because you don't want, like I said, there's a lot of people that act out there and they're not being their true self when people actually know who they truly are. But what I'm saying is, like, they're not being true to their self. And eventually people will figure it out, and then they're like, well, this person didn't act this way, or whatever the case may be. I'm just saying, it's always going to be true to yourself and be honest with yourself and be honest with those around you. So that way, you don't have to, if you're not acting, you're being yourself. And if those, like I said, if those people love you for you being yourself, your true you, then they're good people to have in your life. If they leave because they don't like the true you and you are being true and real and not acting like nobody else or nothing like that, and they walk away from you, then you don't need them in your life. I know, everybody wants to be accepted. Everybody, nobody wants to be judged. Everybody wants, a handful of friends and stuff, but you want the right ones to do good by you, to, to be there, lift you up as your own self. And, you're also lifting them up as well for them being their own self. Encouragement goes a long way, guys, and motivation. And I think it's very important that we know to be our true self. Don't act like somebody else. Don't, as the old saying goes, don't be fake. Be your true self. Don't act. And, the true people will come around. If they don't, then that's their loss, like I said, because you are your own person. And as long as you're true to everybody around you, you don't have to worry about, oh my goodness, this is not me. I have to cover it up with a lie, to cover up with another lie, to cover up another lie. If you're just true and authentic and real, the right people come around, and they'll know that you're a good person just by your actions, that you tell the truth, that you're real. Just all that is all good vibes, guys. Hey, Tutti Frutti, good to see you, love. I hope you're doing well, darling. Thank you so much for coming in here, honey. Ah, at the beach. Daggone it. Never been to the beach. But it's fun. Don't get sunburnt, girl. I'd already look like a darn lobster. Yeah, I just think it's very important, to be true to yourself, and the correct people will come around. And if by chance, like you might not have a buttload of friends or whatever the case may be, you know, but as long as you are true to yourself, the true people will come around and see and appreciate the true you, because you're honest and because you're real and you're straightforward, and you're authentic. And I'm just saying, where the world is such an evil place, it's very hard to find real and authentic and genuine and true people out there that actually are legit, and not acting like somebody else or whatever the case may be. It's very rare. So when you find that person and you're friends with them, or whatever the case may be, then you better keep them, because I'm telling you, real people are very hard to find. There is so many people that are living a lie because they have to act a certain way to get accepted, and I don't think that's right. Everybody wants to be accepted. Nobody don't want to be judged. But if you have to be a specific way for people to like you, then they're eventually going to figure out that that's not your true you. It might be all good and gravy for a little bit, but they'll eventually figure you out. And I just think that if people could just be their true self, it goes a long way, guys. It goes a long way. It really does. Yep, I've never been. I've always wanted to go. But hell, I'm scared to death to go into the ocean now because of that. I mean, I wouldn't be going in 13,000 feet water. I'd just be scared to death. I'd be scared to death, you know. True secret, I do not know why the mod is off your name, but I just fixed it, honey. I don't know why. YouTube's been YouTube's been acting crazy. Like I don't know. I don't know. And then they're taking some, like I heard if people don't come in here for a while, like, like for like, my handful of like my new subs, like when I very first started, if they don't come in and be kind of like into the stream or like it or watch it or something, that YouTube takes your subs away. I'm not really for sure if that's true or not, but I've lost like 2 subs. So it might be true. I'm not for sure. But like I said, if and I have been legit with you guys since day one. I am real. You know, some people have met me in real life, especially at the Summer Wells' vigil, and I'm just me. What you see right here is what you're going to see in person. I'm not going to change because I'm on YouTube. I'm not going to act a specific way because I'm on YouTube or whatever the case may be. I am me, and what you see is what you get. I mean, I'm just saying, and it's very hard when people act a certain way. Like, I don't know why people do what they do. Why can't they just be true? Why can't they be themselves? Because people are going to appreciate that so much more, that you're yourself and that you're true, and that you're an honest person and authentic and real, more than them figuring out if you're a fake person or if you're kind of like a mini me, or you're a follower, or you're actually trying to be like somebody else and not being your true self. It's so important, guys, to be yourself. It's so important. If you can't find yourself, I went off over so much information there, that there's ways to find yourself if you can't fully find yourself. But I'm just thinking it's very important that you know people need to be true to themselves, because the world, and that's also part of making the world a better place. Because if you act a specific way, and that's kind of an evil part, you're not being true, you're not being the good that people need to see in the world. If you're acting and you're following in somebody else's footsteps, and you're not being your true self. So to make the world a better place, this is my opinion, guys. I'm just saying, I'm just telling y'all how I feel about it. If you make the world a better place by being yourself, being your true self, because there's so much evil in this world, and we have to weed out all the bad just to find the good. And there is good in this world. Don't get me wrong. There is good in this world, but we have to weed out all the bad, because there's so much bad and negative vibes and negative energy. And there's so much bad, everything happening every day, that if we could just move all that negativity and all that he said, she said, and the drama and the evil and the bad stuff and all the bad stuff that's happening in the world, if we could just move it out of the way and just bring in the more good. I mean, or maybe like try to balance it out. Right now, to me, in my opinion, I think that we have more evil, because as in like bad, because it seems like every day in the world there's something bad or sad or something happening. Like, I don't understand why people just can't be themselves. Being yourself goes a long way. You can make a difference in somebody's life just by being yourself, being honest with them, being there for them, being authentic and real. It's very important to be true to yourself. Very important, guys. Very important. Like I said, you're your self's worst critic. But, everybody can be true to themselves and not act a specific way, and not have to lie or nothing like that. Just be yourself. That's what I always tell you guys. Be yourself. And also, you don't never know what somebody's going through, so just always be kind. That goes a long way, guys. It really truly does. Be honest, be loyal, be kind, be courteous. It's all good stuff. Be positive. I suffer with mental health on a daily. Okay. I suffer with mental health on a daily, like seriously, a lot. All right. But I don't like I have my moments in here. Don't get me wrong, like everybody does, but I don't come in here and be somebody that I'm not, I mean, y'all legitly see me cry. Y'all legitly see me get upset. Y'all legitly see me, come in here if I have, y'all could tell something's wrong with me because y'all are starting to know who I am, and y'all know that I'm my true self. I'm not going to sugarcoat nothing. I have been, because I have a humongous heart, and I've always been told that I've always been stabbed in the back, and I've always been, mistreated because people don't like people being true no more. Like, what in the hell is the matter with this world that people have to act and be fake? Why can't just everybody be true? True and real and authentic. Where are those people at? I know they're in there, and these people just need to pull out their true, authentic self and show show the world that they're who they are, who they are as a person. And like I said, if people don't like it, that's their loss. It's not yours because you're being yourself. That's their loss, not yours. So I'm just, you know, yeah, I come across a lot of information, a lot. We come across and we talk about some mental health, but and if I talk about mental health and it's somewhat triggering, I try to pull up information that's not triggering. But if it's somewhat triggering, I always try to pull up the positive effect of it. You know what I mean? And like, I just do a lot of life. I do a lot of support. I do a lot of awareness. I do a lot of like life lessons. Like this is kind of like a life lesson in a way. Being true to yourself. There's nothing wrong with being you. Be your own unique self. If you're weird, be weird. If you're whatever you are, be yourself. Period. I think the world will move a lot smoother if you're just yourself. You know, I mean, that's my opinion, guys. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. I just feel in my heart that that's true. I really do. And like I said, because I have a humongous heart and I care, and that's kind of a weakness for me because I care so much about people and I love so much about people that when, things happen and you figure out that people are not legitly true, or they're acting or whatever, and they're not being honest, or whatever the case may be, then it hurts. You've been stabbed. I'm sure a lot of you guys have been stabbed in the back several times, and it hurts. And it's so much better if you could find a just true person and that they're true. Like you can sense people when they're true and they're real and they're not trying to be somebody that they're not. You can sense it. You can really sense it. You can read people. You can sense if they're a good person. Just I'm just saying, it's just you've been hurt so many times, and you wear your emotions on your sleeve, and you don't mean to, but it's just because you're a good person and you have a huge heart and you care so much that people like to run over top of you. People like to bully you. People like to call you names, or whatever the case may be. People like to stab you in the back. It's just, I just don't know why people do that. It's just cruel. Like I always say, everybody has feelings. We're all human. So be careful what you say, because, words cut like a knife, and they might be forgived, but they're not forgotten. And so, it means a lot to somebody. If you're genuine and true, they will always remember that of you. They will always remember that person right there, is a good person. She or he would do anything for you guys, give you the shirt off your back, whatever the case may be. That person is a damn good person. You know what I'm saying? And, we need more people like that in this evil world that we live in. People are too much of following other people and not acting like their normal self. You know, like I don't get it. I don't understand why people do that. I really don't. I mean, like I said, everybody wants to be accepted. I want to be accepted. I'm sure y'all all want to be accepted, but nobody wants to be judged, and nobody don't want to be around somebody that is not them, or that they're not acting their self. You know what I mean? And I don't think it's right. I just think if we could if we could just be a change in somebody's life and let them know it's okay to be yourself. You're not alone. It's okay to be yourself. It's perfectly fine. Be the quirky self that you are. If you're weird, be weird. If you're, whatever. If you got a big heart, have a big heart. Just be careful with it because people like to run over top of you and use you. Trust me, I know from experience. But I'm just saying, just be yourself. Be yourself, guys. It goes a long way. It truly does. It truly does. Seriously. Well, you're fine, Nicoline. Thank you so much for being in here. But now you see a little bit, like I do go, I come across, now you can kind of see the vibes. Like we go across a lot of information, and it's excellent information. And like I said, it just helps everybody. Some people call me a life coach. I do not claim to be a life coach, not one bit. I'm just coming in here and telling you guys my opinion and bringing a support and awareness to whatever topic that I feel in my heart you know if I feel it in my heart, then I better talk about it, because if I don't talk about it, they're just going to eat me alive until I do talk about it. So, I go digging and find all kinds of information. Granted, it might be off the internet, but it is really good information. And, when I talk about it, a lot of people tell me, when you talk about it or when you read it, you can actually feel your, you can feel your realness and your wholeness when you read it. So, it just means a lot. And that's what my channel's all about, just lifting each other up, being there for one another, positivity. And if we talk about mental health, you don't have to have mental health to be in here. But if we talk about mental health, maybe you have a friend or a family member that's suffering with it, and maybe you can go help them and be supportive with them. I mean, I'm just saying, I just try to bring awareness to that because I suffer with mental health. So that's what my channel started with, was mental health. And then we added well-being and support and awareness and motivation and encouragement and positivity. It's all good vibes here. But yeah, during the week, like Monday and Tuesday, well, I mean, typically during the week, I go over, I pick a topic, and then I do some massive homework, guys. I do some massive homework, which I'm sure y'all have seen. I do some massive homework. I go digging. I find the good stuff that hits home, that fills my heart. Well, that somebody might need to hear. I mean, I don't just like randomly go in there and pick something. Okay, this and this, that's okay, I'm good. No, I actually physically go digging deep. And if I feel it in my heart, then I know you guys are feeling in y'all's heart. You know what I'm saying? Like it's good vibes. It's good vibes. And like I said, unfortunately we might talk about sad things. Like the other day, we was talking about grief, but how you can take grief and turn it into a positive, you know. Or if we talk about PTSD or depression or something like that, I'll cover what it means, but then I'll try to pull up, and you have to really, because there's a lot of mental health out there, a lot. And so you really have to go digging deep to find positivity of it, because most of the time when you go find stuff, you know, it's it's like negative stuff. And now you don't want to be negative, because you're already talking about something semi triggering, that a lot of people suffer with: depression, anxiety, whatever the case may be. So you want to bring something positive. You might want to go over it, but then, like, okay, you say, I apologize if it's triggering, but here's positives to how you can live with depression, PTSD, or whatever, and enjoy your life, and please get the help that you need. So that's what my channel is all about. Just being the good in the world, making a difference in people's lives, making them feel like they're supposed to feel. Like I said, there's too much fake in this world. There's too much negativity in this world. And just being the good in the world makes a hell of a difference, guys. It makes a hell of a difference. Just being a good person and showing people that you're a good person. It makes a big difference. And like I said, you don't never know what somebody's going through. So just be kind. I mean, kindness don't cost you anything. So just be kind. I know it's easier said than done because some people are hateful, but kill them with kindness, as the old saying goes. Kill them with kindness. You know, Smile at them, or you have a good day, sir, ma'am, or and enjoy your day, or whatever. Just or open the door for somebody, or whatever. Just something. Kindness goes a long way, guys. It goes a long way. Truly, it does. And it truly, like, I feel honestly in my heart, I feel honestly in my heart, if we can make a difference and show the good in the world and show our true selves to these people out here or on YouTube or whatever the case may be, that, just maybe, I'm not saying that it will, I'm not saying that it won't, but just maybe that specific person might be going through hell, and you made a difference in their life by sitting down and talking to them for a minute, or just being nice to them for a few minutes, ask them how their day was, or whatever, whatever. And what if you were that person that made a difference, just that few minute time frame that you were talking to them, made a difference in that person's life, and they decided to go home and not do something bad, or not did a true crime because you made a difference in their life. That's what I am trying to, that's what I just want to help people. I just want to help people. We're bringing support and awareness out there. But, if you suffer with mental health, please get help. I'm not a doctor, I'm not a counselor. That's just my advice. Please don't put your, feelings under the rug, so to speak, because your life matters and you are very important and you are loved. And if you don't have nobody to talk to, I am here for each and every one of you guys wholeheartedly, no questions asked, no judgment here, nothing whatsoever. If y'all need a friend to talk to, wholeheartedly, I'm here for each and every one of you guys. Wholeheartedly. If I could rip my heart out, I mean, I can't, but I'm just saying, if I could rip my heart out and y'all could see that I'm honest, that I'm honest and sincere and authentic, when I tell you guys I'm there for you, because I, I don't want people to ever feel that they're alone in this world and they don't have anybody to talk to, you know, and so, it sucks because, I have, just thinking about it it sounds sad, because these people, say for example, they pass away or something and they don't have no family and they don't have nobody to talk to. That just breaks my heart. You can make a difference in somebody's life. You can make a difference in somebody's life, guys. Seriously, just by being yourself and being a kind person. Like I said, we have 567 subs, and you guys, that means so much to me. I started this back November last year. It means so much to me, guys. And a lot of people have told me that there's no channel like mine. I mean, I trust me. If there is, y'all let me know, because I'll go support them too. But a lot of people tell me that, and I truly appreciate it. You guys, I'm telling you, it lifts my spirits. And like I said, I suffer with mental health. It lifts my spirits to know that you're so supportive of what I'm doing. And it just means the world to me. And I have been here for several people in here, and I will not say no names because I'm not like that. Because it's like I said, it sucks when you get backstabbed, or he said, she said, and all this stuff. It sucks. So if you need somebody to talk to, and like I said, I've been here for several people, and I won't say no names, and I won't say what we talk about, because it ain't none of their, and it's nobody's concern. If that person trusts to come to me, and say, hey, I need somebody to talk to, send me an email, or send me a Facebook message or something like that. I might not fully understand what you're going through, but I can listen and I can be there for you, and I can try to lift your spirits and give you advice. That's what a good person is supposed to be. That's what the good in the world is supposed to be. Just be there for each other. It makes a whole hell of a lot of difference, guys. It truly does. It truly does. It makes a huge difference in people's lives, more than you guys know. More than you guys know. And I could not do this stream without each and every one of you guys and all the new people coming in. It means so much to me. Like talking to myself. I mean, granted, I might be talking to myself right now, but technically I'm not, but you know what I mean. But like, it would be boring, like, you got people that support you. It means so much to me, guys. Seriously, I thank every single one of you guys. Truly, I appreciate you all the new people. And, I love seeing new faces. Please let people know about, this positivity channel. It's all good vibes. Like I said, we might talk about some triggering things and not meaning to, like as in mental health wise, but I always try to find something positive. So if you suffer with PTSD like I do, okay, it's pure hell. It's pure hell every day. But I still am trying to be a good mother. I'm trying to be a good wife. I'm trying to be a good friend. I'm trying to run a really good, YouTube channel, with y'all's help, because I cannot do this without you. I'm just trying to do the best that I can and be the best person that I can be. And I am not, and I am extremely humble, and I am no better than nobody else, period. As the old saying goes, everybody shit and stinks. I mean, I'm just being blunt. Everybody puts on pants the same way. So I mean, why act like you're better than anybody else? We are all human, you know. We are all human. Granted, some people might have more money than others, but that doesn't mean a hill of shit. It's what's on here, and you as a person is what matters. I'm poor as dirt, but that doesn't matter. It's the good person that's coming out and making a difference in people's lives. It don't matter how much money you have, because those people that have all kinds of money and they're really uppity, I'm just saying, I'm just being real with y'all. It's my opinion, that you have to think that they're probably miserable because, you know, they that money has kind of controlled them in a way, if that makes sense. And so they can't really enjoy it like they should, or they're not as humble as they should. And so therefore they don't have anybody to just talk to that actually is true and don't judge them or nothing like that. So, exactly right, Criminal Minds. You can't, unfortunately, and I'm not trying to trigger warning nobody, but when it's all our time to go, you can't take money with you. So, you might as well be humble and, be true to yourself. Be the right person that you're supposed to be. You know, I'm just saying, that's my opinion, guys. That's my opinion. You know, but it's just awful that some people, money goes to their brain, and it shouldn't be like that. Like I said, nobody is better than nobody else. Period. Nobody. Nobody's better than nobody. I don't never claim to be nothing I'm not. I'm just me. Like I said, what you see is what you get. That's me. Yeah. I have my moments just like everybody. But, I still come in here and I still do lives almost every single day. And I still try to, lift everybody's spirits, even if I've had a rough day fighting with myself. I mean, I'm just saying, you have your good and bad days. That's everybody does. Nobody's perfect. Everybody has their good and bad days. But the thing about it is, if you just come in here and get a little bit of encouragement, it helps go a long way, guys. And then, nice words to each other. It means a lot. It truly does. It means a lot to me. And I know it means a lot to each and every one of you guys. So, because y'all have told me. And so it means so much to me. And like I said, I'm not patting myself on the back, and I'm no better than nobody else. But, I just want to be a difference in somebody's life, and to show the good, because every day it is something sad, or it's something bad, or it's something evil, or something that's terrible, or he said, she said, or drama, or negative, or whatever the case may be. It's always something bad and not good. And, if we could just be the good in the world, guys, and be positive as we can. I mean, like I said, I know we're not perfect and we have our moments, but just try to be as positive as you possibly can to each other, to yourself. You know, it goes a long way. It really, truly does. And, like I said, there's, you know, just be humble. Nobody is better than nobody else. Nobody. The only fake I want in my life is name brand clothes from Goodwill and my hair color. See? That's what I'm saying. You just want a legit, true person. You want people to be themselves. And society, I'm just saying, society and humanity is so screwed up now that people don't know how to be themselves. People always have to act a certain way, or whatever the case may be. Just be yourself. Be yourself. It's going to make a world of a difference. I'm telling you guys, it's going to make a world of a difference. I feel in my heart, and like I said, I have a humongous heart. I feel in my heart it's going to make a huge difference, but I cannot do this without you guys. I can't do this without y'all's help, you know. So it truly means so much to me. It truly does, guys. It truly does. But yes, we like some shall we talk wasting money on book point? But okay, so those people are fake. Just saying, because they got all this and they don't know how to be true because they don't want for nothing. They don't want for nothing. But us, we're regular people that suffer, that struggle. I mean, the struggle's real. It sucks, but we are real people. Genuine, we are real people that come in here that nobody's perfect, that have our ups and downs, that struggle every day, that live paycheck to paycheck, that are scrounging pennies or whatever the case may be, that get food stamps or whatever. I'm just saying, just be humble, guys. Be yourself. And I'm telling you, the true people will come around. I could promise you that. I could promise you that. Yes, Goodwill is a great place. I love thrift stores. Yeah, Salvation Army is also a good place too. Yeah, you find some awesome stuff at your thrift stores. That's the truth. That's the truth. And some people find that it's seriously it you find treasures. You really do. You find treasures and people fix them up and do it yourself type stuff, and they wind up looking beautiful, with just a little bit of paint and some nails or whatever. I mean, I'm just saying, I'm not a do it yourself person, but I'm just saying I've seen it on TV, and it's like they pay little on us and then turn around and flip it for and that's how they make their money. But I mean, they flip it or they keep it, and it winds up being beautiful things. Beautiful things. I'm no better. Like I said, I'm no better than nobody else. You know, you can't cry in GW. Hey, Gone Girl. How are you doing, sweetheart? It's good to see you, darling. We are going to SA soon. Okay. All right. Okay. He said, I can't stand shopping. I'm one of those people because I suffer with PTSD real bad that I'll go in the store, get the shit and get out. I can't deal with crowds. I can't, like, you know, I can't do it. So I just go get the junk I need real fast, and then I'm out because I just can't, like, unless I just can't deal with the large crowds. So garage sales in the city, absolutely. Another person's trash is another person's treasure, or whatever the saying goes. Y'all know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. Y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. Some people go dumpster diving. I've never done that, but I mean, I ain't against people that do. Some people go coupon hunting or whatever. And they go dumpster diving to get them coupons. And I'm like, oh my gosh, like the extreme couponer or whatever. I would love to do that. I don't know how, but I would love to do that. It would be awesome to save money, and you could put that money towards a bill, or you could put it in a savings account, and you wouldn't have to worry about it as much, and you could save on your groceries because groceries are expensive. Like, the other day, um, somebody sent me some money out of the gracious of their heart, and they know who they are. I'm not one of those people to say, and it means so much to me. But I went to the grocery store, and it was like little or nothing for $100. It's like, geez, where, like, you get like 3 or 4 bags, and it's like, good Lord, like, it's crazy. Like I said, you never know what somebody's going through. You never do. So just be kind. Seriously, it goes a long way, guys. It truly does. Truly. Like I said, I've never been dumpster diving, but you see on TV like the cheap oh gosh, the coupon people. They'll go in and find the Sunday paper just to get the same coupon of one item. I'm like, oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Snorkels don't work in dumpsters. That's what I'm saying. These stores and stuff, see, they're not real help. I mean, like, they just throw away good stuff. I'm like, why would y'all do that? Like, it's brand new, or it's got, let's say perfume, for example. I'm just saying, it has a little bit out of it, and you throw it in the trash. Donate it to like the Salvation Army, those homeless people that don't have anything. That's part of being good in the world. Donate it. Like I go through the kids' clothes all the time, and I donate them to the Salvation Army, or I donate them to the Goodwill. That way somebody else can benefit from them instead of just throwing them in the trash. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just saying, just be humble, be kind, be yourself. Nobody can be you but you. Be yourself. Don't act a specific way for people to like you, because if you're acting a true way, then the right people will come along and love you, and they will stay. That's the truth, guys. Truly. Drive around first of the month. Sometimes you find curb treasures. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I know. Nah, I don't care not one bit. I've junked metal before. Getting like stoves and stoves and washer and dryers, and picking up that and going to scrap them for some extra money. And recycle cans. Lord, I'm not. I've done that. It's sometimes you have to do what you have to do, but be true to yourself when you do it, and make a difference in somebody's life. Hell, I could go do dumpster diving at stores. That's what I'm saying. These stores throw away. People throw away good stuff, or like it's got a little crack in it. Who gives a crap? Or an ear's broken off of like a what do you call it? Like this, for example. Okay, this was Tim's mama's, and it's very old. But if you look, let's see, where is it? I'm trying to see it. It might not be on this one, but like if a fin or something was broken off, they would throw it in the trash. Like you can easily fix it. I mean, nobody's better than nobody. Target's dumpsters are packed full of people on the weekends. That's what I'm saying. Like, just be yourself. That is cool. But, I just hate, I'm just trying to make a difference in everybody's life. Truly. I truly am. And, as Rebel says, I'm not a counselor. I'm not a life coach or nothing. Some people call me that, and, I appreciate it, but I don't claim to be. So I don't want people to say, well, she claimed that she's a life coach. No, I do not. I'm just a good person, and I'm trying to make a difference in people's lives and bring awareness for mental health, support for mental health. We're talking about well-being, motivation, encouragement, just to be the good in the world. That's what it's all about, guys. That's what it's all about. It truly is. If y'all haven't hit that like, please hit that like, guys. Please hit that like if y'all haven't done so. It means so much to me. Open panel is Wednesday, I think. Wednesday's open panel. Tomorrow, before you get off here, Demetrius, tomorrow, and I'm getting ready to get off here in just a few minutes myself. But before you jump off here, Demetrius, I will tell you what tomorrow is, so that way you know. Tomorrow is what is your phobia? That's what tomorrow we're talking about. Tomorrow night. What is your phobia? And there's so many phobias, I cannot even pronounce them, but we're going to go over them tomorrow. So tomorrow is what is your phobia? It's going to be pretty interesting. And that's how you find out about, that's more like, what do you call it? It gets you to know more people, like what their phobia is, what their fear is, what they're scared of, and there's a lot out there, and we're going to cover them tomorrow, guys. So that's a little bit of support and awareness for people that suffer with phobias, if they do. It's also a part of mental health as well, because phobia is sort of kind of like anxiety or panic, and anxiety and panic is like mental health. So, Yeah, you probably could criminal man because I'm telling you, some of them I'm like, huh? Like I said, I go deep and find my info, but I'm just like, okay, yeah. If I can't pronounce, at least it's got the definition beside it. Lord. Yeah, I enjoy panels too, don't get me wrong. But every now and then I just kind of like to kind of come up here to myself and just talk, and just say how I feel. You're welcome, Demetrius. Much love. Hope you have a good night. Thank you for coming in here. Make sure you hit that like before you leave. Oh yeah, I mean, a lot of people love panel. Don't get me wrong, but when there's certain things, see, Rebel don't have a panel all the time, you know, and so when you're talking about something important, or it like you just want to pull your heart out, and just say how important something is, then there's really no need for a panel, in my opinion. Like everybody likes panels because you get to talk to different people, you get to meet different people and stuff like that. But when it's certain things, like it's just certain things that you really want to have your full blown opinion on, like and let people know how you feel about a subject or whatever, and a little bit more about what your channel is about, because I talk about it all the time, but that way more people know. It just, sometimes you don't need to. Sometimes what you say is enough, if that makes sense. And see, the good thing about it is I can go over, like yesterday. Let's see, yesterday I went over. Hold on a minute, guys. Okay, and I come across this video, and I feel in my heart, before people jump off here, I just wanted to play this before I leave. I feel in my heart that some people might need to hear this, and I don't want to make it offensive for nobody, because it could be religious. It could be religious. So please just listen to the words. Just listen to the words, please, because I don't want, I'm not throwing religion on nobody. Everybody's entitled to believe what they want to believe, but I feel in my heart some people might need to hear it. So before I jump off here, there is a video that I want to share with you guys, okay? Like I said, I'm not throwing religion on nobody. That's just, this is just something that I liked, and I felt that somebody, I felt in my heart that somebody needed to hear it, you know. Give me just a minute, guys. Dang it. Hold on a minute. I got to get it up. Okay. Let's see if I can get it. Give me just a second, guys. You might, I mean, it's a lot of fun, but like when you want to say something really important, or like wholeheartedly, sometimes you just have to have your own time, like as in, but I appreciate you guys being in here. But let me play this for y'all before you go, if I can get it working. Okay, hold on a minute, guys. Okay, guys, I had to make sure that it wanted to play. Like I said, I'm not throwing any religion. Y'all believe what you want to believe, but I feel in my heart, and it's squeezing. So I feel in my heart that somebody needs to hear this. I don't know. I just feel like some people need to hear this. So please don't take an offense. It is good vibes. Okay. So let me share the screen, guys. Okay. It's just a video I come across before I jump off here. All right, guys. And when I start playing it, please put a one in chat. Let me know that you hear it. If not, then I will try to replay it. Okay.
Hey, hold on. Before you scroll, God wants me to tell you this today. See, what you're going through right now in your life is just a season. God knows what you're going through. He knows the pain that you feel. He knows the agony and the unbelief you have. And God knows all of those things. He knows what you're going through, and He knows that you will get out of that one day. God will save you from anything that He wants to save you from, because He loves you. And all you have to do is put your faith in Him. For an example, look at this creation behind me. This is a beautiful creation that God made. He made this, okay? All this land behind me. You know what God made? He made you. And He loves you, and that's why He cares about you. He will get you through whatever you want, whatever you need to get through. He knows you're struggling. He knows that you're in pain. He knows that you're anxious about something. He knows your depression. He knows your sins. And all you have to do is put your faith in Him and turn to Him in your hard times. God loves you, and He'll get you out of anything. You just got to trust Him and put your faith in Him and believe that He will do it. That's the message I want to get out to y'all today. God bless y'all. I love you. Hey, hold on. Before you scroll, God.
Is that not awesome, guys? I feel in my heart that some people needed to hear that. I'm not really for sure who. I just feel in my heartstrings that some people needed to hear that, guys. So it just means you guys mean so much to me, guys. It truly means so much to me. So if I can lift anybody's spirits and be there for them, it's all about lifting people up and letting them know that it's okay to not be okay. It's okay to need help. It's okay to ask for advice or have somebody to talk to or have support. Just be yourself, and the correct people will come to you, will support you if you need it, or whatever the case may be, guys. I'm telling you, seriously. It is very important to be yourself. It really is. And that little boy was just precious. And I just think that, that message, it touched my heart. And so I'm hoping that it touched some other people's hearts. Like I said, I don't throw religion on nobody. Everybody believes what they want to believe. But I just thought that was an excellent video. That little boy, it was just excellent to let you guys know that you're not alone. I'm praying for each and every one of you guys, and God's got y'all, So it's absolutely, it's wonderful to know that people are there for you. People support you. People love you. People care for you, and you can reach out to them. It doesn't hurt to send a message. It doesn't hurt to say, hey, I need somebody to talk to. I'm here for you guys wholeheartedly. I might not understand, like I was just saying a few minutes ago. I might not understand what y'all are going through, but I'm telling you, I will listen. I will be a shoulder to cry on. I'll hear you vent or ramparate, whatever. I am one of those true friends, really, true friends that, you don't have to worry about being judged, because it sucks being judged. Trust me, I know. And it sucks being backstabbed, and it sucks that he said, she said, and all that stuff. When y'all come to me, because like I said, I've been there for several people, and I won't say no names, and I won't say what they talk about, because they just trusted me to come to me, because they needed somebody to talk to. So if you ever need somebody to talk to, I'm here for you guys, like 100%. 1,000%. Like, seriously, I don't want to ever anybody to feel that they're alone in this world, because I promise you, you're not. There are people that care about you and want to support you and love you. And I'm one of those people. I pray for every one of you guys, even the new people in here. You know, I pray for each and every one of you guys. I might not have never met y'all in person, but I'm starting to get to know y'all. Y'all are starting to get to know me. So we're like a family, and we lift each other up, and we're there for one another, and we support one another, and you know we pray for one another if we need prayers, or whatever the case may be. I'm just saying, it's always good to have a good support system, to have a family like oriented type place that you can come to and feel safe and be yourself and have positivity. you know very rarely do we have any negativity in here, and if we do, we don't block nobody. We just let them know, hey, we don't do that in here. you know but it's fine for you to be yourself. We just don't want no negativity and no drama or nothing like that. We want good vibes. I love you too, Shanny B. I love you all. But I'm just saying, we want good vibes. You cannot be the good in the world if you're around, or you're being negative, or if you're being the the bad guy, or you're being acting, or you're being fake, or you're being somebody you're not supposed to be, or whatever the case may be, guys. I'm just saying, be yourself. That makes a hell of a difference. I'm telling you, it does. Trust me. I've never ever lied to y'all, and I'm one of those open books. Seriously. Seriously. And Rebel knows I am. He says, babe, you're too honest. And I'm like, well, that's just me. I can't help it. It's just me. Hey, Miss Ann, good to see you, honey. I hope you're having a good night, darling. I hope you're feeling okay. I'm just saying, it's just, please just be yourself. It's very important. And I think if people just start being themselves and quit acting and all that craziness, that the world is going to start being a better place. Like, eventually we're gonna have to do some work, to get it there, because right now it's kind of evil. So, but it's just, oh my gosh, Criminal Man, I love you, honey. Our prayers. Hope everything goes good, darling. I'm here for you if you need me. Prayers, sweetheart. Prayers to all of you guys. I know everybody is suffering with something. Everybody is. Nobody's perfect. Everybody has their ups and downs, and has, issues, or whatever the case may be, or sickness, or whatever. Everybody needs prayers. Everybody needs good vibes. It don't matter who you are. Like I said, be humble. Nobody is better than nobody else. Don't judge a book by their cover, because you have no idea what somebody's going through. So just lift them up and be there for them. It makes a hell of a difference, guys. It really, truly does. It really, truly does. I'll be praying for you, Criminal Mad, honey. Definitely will. I miss PJ's situation. Like I said, I lift all of you guys up in my prayers, daily prayers, every day. And, I just want to be the good in the world. And with you guys' help, I honestly feel in my heart that we will. I really do. I really do, guys. Tattoo Rebel said, let me tell you guys, Becca brought me out of a dark place, guys. She is my rock and my backbone of their family. I don't try to be something that I'm not. I'm just me. I'm just me, guys. I love you, babe. But I'm just me, guys. I truly am. And I just want to make a difference in people's lives. Whether we're talking about missing children, or whatever we're talking about, just be a difference in somebody's life. A good difference, not a bad difference. There's too much bad in this world, but be a good difference. Make a difference in somebody's life. Seriously. It goes a long way, guys. It truly does. It truly does. Truly. So, I want you to thank you all so much for coming in here. It truly means so much to me. Thank you so much, Nikolai. Now you see a little bit more. Thank you so much. Like I said, it's not always about panels. Sometimes if you just want to pull your heart out, you know what I mean? And sometimes you don't necessarily, like, I don't like panels, don't get me wrong, but sometimes not necessarily you need a panel in order to say how you feel. You know what I mean? You know, like I said, I have a humongous heart. I'll give you the shirt off my sleeve if you need it. I mean, that's just how I am. You know, that's just how I am. So I can't help it. Hey, Riff, good to see you, brother. I talked to you up at the top part of your chat, but I don't think he was in here. I just think that you put a comment in. I don't think you heard me. So I hope you're doing well. I hope your family's doing good. Shirt off my sleeve. Shirt off of my sleeve. Y'all know what I meant. Take my shirt off and give it to somebody else if they need it more than I do is what I meant. Hey, Beachy, howdy. Well, y'all knew what I meant. Lord, I'll get it right here in a minute. Y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm just saying, be a good person, guys. Be yourself. Let the world see your beautiful self, your uniqueness. If you're weird, be weird. Who gives a crap? It's you. It don't matter. Just be you. Let the world see how beautiful you are for you. And like I said, if people don't like it, that's their loss. You just keep on being awesome and amazing and shining your light and keep on doing what you're doing. And if you have a hard time finding your true self, which I covered a bunch of information to do that, guys, but I know it's hard and you're your worst critic, like I said, but everybody can be their true self. They just have to work on it and bring their true self out.
I won't get on panel because I'm not dressed for panel. But guys, my old saying is, if people don't like you, that's why God gave you a neck. Turn your damn head.
Y'all heard him, right? Her mind goes sometimes, guys. You know who she's married to. Yep. He's a big kid. Y'all know.
You wait till I go in the store with you next time. I'm going to sit in the middle of the floor and cry for donuts.
Did y'all hear him? Oh, my Lord. He's on the roll already. You guys, Lord have mercy. That's exactly right, Erica. If they don't love the real you, they're not your people. Absolutely. There's too many people being not their true self, being fake or acting or whatever. Just be yourself. I mean, I don't know how, I just wish I could tell the whole world, which I'm on YouTube, that, the algorithm or whatever that word's called, I'm still slowly getting up there, guys. I'm slowly getting up there. I just wish I could tell the whole world. Eventually, hopefully, more people will watch the video and see, see the differences that I'm trying to make, but that we're trying to make, You're fine, Wild Angel. But yes, thank you guys so much for being in here. Truly, y'all hit that like if y'all haven't done so already. It means so much to me.
Hit that like, share, and subscribe. Comment down below. And I'll see y'all tomorrow night. I'm going back to the bedroom.
Oh, Lord. I'm telling you guys. Thank you, Rich. He's a nut, guys. He's a nut. But I'm telling you, we are some true people. That's the truth. What you see is what you get. Seriously. He's trying to make a difference in the world too with the true crime and our veterans and our military. Now I'm trying to make a difference in the world with the mental health and the well-being, and it's just kind of we're just kind of doing a little bit of everything, guys, and trying to make a difference in the world all the way around. So yeah, I mean, just be yourself. Just be yourself, guys. Truly, just be yourself. It'll make a difference. It'll make a huge difference if you just be true to yourself. That's the message for tonight. or the topic or whatever y'all call it, you know. Rebel said, "Hey guys, how would you guys like to have the tattooed couple page back?" Riff said, "Definitely." It's been a while, guys. The tattoo, for the people that are new in here, Nikolai, me, and Rebel would go where we do the stream together. We do the live together, and we're just us, We just do the live together, and it's a lot of fun. And y'all get cut up, and y'all laugh, and it's just a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. It really is. Truth Seeker said, and yes, and that's how she found us. I thought you found Rebel when he was on oh gosh, I have a brain fart. I thought most of y'all found Rebel when he was up on panel on the Turtle page. I might be wrong. See, guys, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. We're thinking about it. But we got a bunch of channels, but we're just bringing it, just taking it all the way around. We got music channels, we got open panels, we got mental health, we got well-being, we got true crime, we got veterans and military, it's all good vibes. Me and Rebel both of us good vibes. And if y'all want, and if we do start it, just prepare to laugh your hind ends off, because it's pretty funny, guys. Seriously, it's pretty funny. Found Rebel, then you on Turtle page. Yeah, that's what I was saying. The Turtle page. I think a lot of you guys came from the Turtle page, I'll say. Y'all know what I'm talking about. He said there's the link, guys. Quit yelling at me. I can hear it. See, guys? I'm in the living room. He's in the bedroom. The link's in your chat. Go sub up, guys. There's a link. Sub up to this link, guys, before I jump off here, if y'all haven't done so already. This is the tattooed couple page. Nikolai, go sub up to this before you bounce off over here. Please. Thank you. Yes, thank you for coming in here. Thank you all for coming in here. Truly, it means so much to me. I'm hoping that, what we covered made a difference in y'all's lives, and y'all can start, figuring out yourself. If you haven't, if you're not, if you're having a hard time, you start figuring out yourself and being true to yourself, Thank you, Rift. Thank you, guys. Thank you. It means a lot. Thank you, guys. It truly does. It really does. It makes a big difference, guys. The support that you guys give us, seriously. If it wasn't for y'all, and Rebel says it all the time, I do too. If it wasn't for you guys, we wouldn't be here, If it wasn't for the support from y'all, you wonderful people, we would not be here at all. So it truly means so much to me. I couldn't tell you all, thank you enough. I couldn't thank you guys enough, each and every one of you guys, seriously. The new people, the new family members, it means so much to me, guys, truly. And I know it means a lot to Rebel too. Rebel said, I got a surprise for everyone on my channel when super chats are sent and when you become members to the Freebirds. You're fine, Rift, honey. Thank you. I appreciate it. It's not really therapy, but if y'all look at it that way, that's fine. Like I said, I'm just me and just kind of my feelings, my opinions, So it means a lot to me that y'all come in here and support us. It truly does, guys. It truly does mean so much. And I pray for each and every one of you guys, whatever y'all are going through. I hope it gets better. If you have any sickness, I hope you get to feeling better. If you have anything, anything, I just pray for each and every one of you guys. And I hope whatever you're going through, it gets better and things work out. And all good vibes, guys. All good vibes. Rift is day one OG. Yep. Rift is day one. Lord, he's been around since. Yep, he has been around since day one. I know he's been around since day one on mine. I think he's been around since day one on Rebels too, when he first started. Thank you, Wild Angel. Wild Angel said, like, share, subscribe if you haven't. Positivity makes a difference in a negative world. So be positive, kind, and love one another. It's good for your soul. Rebel said, it's not therapy. It's friends just shooting the shit, talking, chewing the fat, whatever you want to call it. So I said, I just tell you all how I feel and my opinions. And we just go over some good stuff. It's really good stuff. That's something that doesn't really cross your mind until, somebody goes over it and you're like, oh my gosh, like it hits you. You're like, wow, it's a big difference. Have a good night, Sharon. Thank you so much for coming in here, honey. Love and respect to you too, darling. Thank you so much, honey. It truly means so much, guys. Truly. But yeah, y'all be prepared whenever he sets us up. Y'all gonna be rolling. 2 peas in a pod. Oh, Lord. Chewing the fat. Oh, my goodness, guys. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, Nikolai said it. He's going. If y'all haven't subbed up to Nikolai, you might have to click on his name because I don't think I have his. Hold on 1 minute. He said he's getting ready to. Actually, he's live now, so I will pull up his link and y'all go sub to him. He says he talks about off the wall stuff, and it's not for everybody, but why not? We're here to support one another. We're here to support one another and be there for one another and lift each other up. It might not be everybody's cup of tea, but it don't hurt to go in there and say hi and hit a like and hit a subscribe. That's, that makes the world a better place too. Let people know that there's support. They have support, That's just how I look at it, Have a good night, Erica. Thank you so much for coming in here, darling. Thank you so much, sweetheart. Thank you so much, honey. It truly means so much to me, guys. It truly does. Well, I'm going to get off here, guys. I've been on for 2 hours. So I appreciate y'all so much for coming in here. And like I said, we're talking about phobias tomorrow night. So I'm hoping to see all you beautiful faces in here. And it's not nothing really triggering. I just, it's, I just think, it's good awareness because a lot of the stuff you've never heard of. Yeah, and if y'all haven't subbed up to Truth Seeker, yes, thank you, Truth Seeker. I was getting ready to put yours in there. If y'all haven't subbed up to Truth Seeker, please sub up to Truth Seeker. She does a lot of, she talks kind of like I do, and she does a lot of, she does true crime too. So y'all go over there and show her some love as well. She just starting out. So y'all go over there and throw her some love. We got you, Truth Seeker girl. We got you. Yes, missing people also. I apologize. Yes, missing people also. Good night, Wild Angel. Yeah, you can. And Wild Angel, she does bucket list adventures. You're fine, Mr. Michigan. Thank you so much for coming in here. Thank you, brother. Much love. Yeah, you can, Wild Angel. That's fine. We're all about supporting one another and lifting each other up. You know, it's fine. Y'all can drop your links in here. That's fine. It's a supportive channel too, guys. So, yeah, definitely. If y'all haven't subbed up to Wild Angel, I'm trying to. It's seen in this chat. I don't see. Okay, there it is. Sorry. And Wild Angel, there's Wild Angel. She does bucket list adventures. Yeah, she does all kinds of videos of where she's been at, like her travels, and she shows all kinds of really cool stuff. And I've never traveled. I haven't been. I'm kind of sheltered when it comes to traveling, so I think it's really cool because if you're not able to travel, she kind of brings it to you in the adventures that she's been on, and I think it's really cool. So y'all go over there and give her some love. We're all about supporting each other and lifting each other up and being there for one another. So this is also a part of supporting each other. I'm headed to check the back of my eyelids. Have a 4th of July trip coming up. See? That's going to be cool. Yes, thank you guys so much for coming in here. I'm getting ready to jump off here. I appreciate it so much. My eye's doing a little bit better. It's still kind of dry. I can feel it watering. But I'm getting ready to go and get some of that saline stuff and put a cold rag over it. So hopefully that helps. But y'all have a wonderful night. I will see you guys tomorrow. Rebel is going live tomorrow too. I'm not really for sure on the time. I think it's 8:30. I might be wrong. Yes, definitely. Good night, hippie grandma. I love you, honey. Yes, that would be awesome, Wild Angel. And it's going to be her very first live. Yes, definitely. Okay, Rebel goes live tomorrow at 8:30, and he talks about our veterans. I'm pretty sure tomorrow he's talking about our veterans. So that will be on his Tattooed Rebel page. Tattooed Rebel 2229, the same as mine, except it's Tattooed Rebel instead of Tattooed Angel. If y'all haven't subbed up to him, please go sub up to him. He's going to be talking about our veterans tomorrow. So y'all go over there and give him some love and support. All right. And I will see you guys tomorrow again. We're covering phobias and fears tomorrow night. So, and then it's at 10:30 tomorrow night. So I hope to see you guys there. And y'all have a wonderful night. Remember, I'm there for each and every one of you guys. Remember to be yourself. Be kind to one another. You don't know what somebody's going through. And remember, just be careful what you say because words hurt. And they might be, like forgiven, but they're not easily to be forgotten. You know what I mean? And, you don't know what somebody's going through. So just be kind. It doesn't cost anything to be kind to one another. So lift each other up, be there for one another, and support one another. And I will see you guys tomorrow, okay? Virtual hugs. I love you guys.